Good evening to everyone here. Welcome on this 7th episode of the Weekend Homeopath series. Here, in front of you, the one of the best homeopath physician in India, Dr. Bhakti ma'am. Yes, and she's my teacher too in my college days. आणि मॅडम आपण या सेशनसाठी वेळ काढला यासाठी मॅम खूप खूप थँक्यू आणि खूप खूप मॅम अभिनंदन.
अरे थँक्यू सो मच. मला असं वाईट वाटतं की मी ट्रॅव्हलिंग मध्ये असताना बोलते तुमच्याशी, पण यू नो इट्स ऑलवेज फन टू शेअर नॉलेज. त्यामुळे आपण बोलूया मस्त पैकी. होप सो.
नाही मॅम, हा ट्रू आहे म्हणून मी असं हा सगळ्यांना सांगतो.
येस.
So yes, hello.
येस बोला ना, मला ऐकू येत आहे छान.
I would like to introduce ma'am. Ma'am is MD Homeopath from Pune, and she is founder of Tathataa and working a very tremendous work in homeopathy, especially in counseling psychology. She has already taken so many lectures and training sessions in so many corporates, offices, and institutions. And yes, today we going to have a good session with ma'am about the counseling psychology with homeopathy. So, ma'am, first question is, ma'am, please introduce a little about this psychology and this counseling psychology. What is this concept, ma'am?
Okay. So as we all are homeopath, right? So we should understand one thing, that we need to be quite innovative when we are dealing with our expertise, right? So counseling psychology, I mean, सगळ्यांना माहिती असेल, there are multiple branches in psychology, right? For example, industrial psychology is there, right? For example, people who deals with children, right? So child psychologists are there, right? There are clinical psychologists where they deal with disorders, right? So what is counseling psychology? Counseling psychology मराठी मध्ये म्हणजे समुपदेशन. So जिथे की they don't give medicines, but there are multiple communication based therapies which we practice. Okay. So now I'm basically child and family counseling psychologist. But as my core, and you know what, my first love is always a homeopathy, and I'm a hardcore homeopath.
Yes, ma'am.
So many people may misunderstood that ki I'm shifting my branch. No, homeopathy is a base. Manche, if we all are there to let's can anyone tell me like what is the process of what is the recipe of simple tea, right? So we basic ingredients which we have is water. You will need some milk and tea powder, sugar, that's it, right? So but there may be some people who make that recipe beautifully, right, by just adding their experience or innovative ideas. I think this conversation
Hello.
will have yeah, please tell me.
Ma'am, I'm audible?
Yes, I'm audible. Are you can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I hear you, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, sorry again disturbance with internet, big issue.
It happens. So don't worry. I just want to tell you that
Yes,
you were talking about, or we were talking about counseling psychology. So for those, right, I
Yes,
want to clarify the misunderstanding that still my base is homeopathy, na? It's how you
Yes, ma'am.
make your recipe. For example, basic ingredient will be the same. For example,
Okay, ma'am.
if you want to make a tea, so you have to get that water, no? You have to get milk. Okay,
Yes,
recipe
ma'am.
is same. But the expertise, what they do, they add the tincture of their innovative ideas, right? So
Yes, ma'am.
for me, I do have my OPD. I am a classical homeopath, but I practice counseling psychology in my case taking. So that is the
Yes,
difference,
ma'am.
right? So in Tathataa, I treat homeopathically, but my case taking and interaction with my patient is with respect to counseling psychology, and the training is the other vital element which I use.
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, this is a little something about this counseling psychology. I think this is something new for us budding homeopaths and for new homeopaths. New thing that yes must be explored by homeopaths. So, anything else about this thing and how it is going to help with us as a homeopath, ma'am, in our practice? How it's going to help us,
Right,
ma'am? Yes, ma'am.
right. You know what, guys? There is a difference between our first to 10th grade study, right? We used to
Yes,
study
ma'am.
for getting good marks. I mean, or we used to study for only for like Papa, Mummy, kya kahenge, right? Then
Yes.
there was a difference between the in study with 11th and 12th, right? There was kind of
Yes, ma'am.
anxiety like हमारा future क्या होगा, yeah.
Yes,
And
yes,
there
yes.
in our college days we're like अभी तो एडमिशन यहाँ मिल गया भाई, कुछ तो करना है ना, शादी करनी है तो कुछ बताना तो पड़ेगा क्या कर रहा है बंदा, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's very true, ma'am.
हाँ, but the thing is when you start studying for yourself after I guess graduation, so that is your interest. Okay, that is
Yes,
something
ma'am.
which is called passion. So figure it out, what is your passion, why you want to become a homeopath, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I have heard that fact is people say that if you didn't get admission for MBBS homeopath, right? My story is little bit different. I want to become
Okay.
a psychologist and I want to become a mental health expertise. So I took
Okay.
admission for BA, right? But
BA, yes,
somehow
ma'am.
my family, yes, so my family trust, I mean, my family is also a classical homeopathic patient's family, right? So they only
Okay.
take homeopathy. So my dad gave me a very nice option ki Bhakti, you can be a homeopath, so go for it, right? And one of my dad friends told me ki Bhakti, you know what, psychology, you have to study human as a whole. So it will be a really nice branch for you if you are dealing with homeopathy
Yes,
and
ma'am.
plus psychology. So I am just in love with homeopathy because I got the opportunity to create be as good as I am in my own field. And it is like, you know, what, own kingdom, just mix whatever you want, and the final result is a classical cure, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
for budding homeopath, I just want you don't run behind any competition.
Okay.
Because every person has its own aroma. For example, Dr. Devi is someone very gentle person, right? Bhakti may be someone who is aggressive, whatever. But that beauty is
Yes,
in our
ma'am.
spirit, or is our soul, right? And homeopathy gives chance to explore that soul. Okay. And I'm not joking, guys. When you don't compare yourself with any other one, so that time you can contribute with your own aroma, or in homeopathy we called it as vital force, right? So what is vital
Yes.
force? So I was actually in love with my all homeopathic subjects, especially the organ and my favorite subject.
Yes,
So I
ma'am.
felt that the homeopathy is not at all a science, but it's also teaching me my life aim, right? How Bhakti wants to live a life. So I want you guys to decide what is why you are a homeopath. Huh? And that second is what is difference between you and others, right? As a
Yes.
person. Okay, don't go run behind that genius sincerity approach. Run behind. So this is how. So for counseling psychology is like something which I love to learn a lot, and I make sure that whatever I'm going to learn, I will implement. Right. So
Yes, yes.
even if I learn some, I love earrings, for example. Okay. So some of us miss this guessing about my constitutional remedy, but believe me, that is not possible.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Very true.
Right? So, guys, this is
Yes.
what. So, I want you to think beyond box. Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Classical homeopathy does not mean that you cannot explore in homeopathy, but stick to our ethical values. So, counseling psychology is somewhere which is useful in my personal life. When I communicate with someone, I need to update my verbal skills, right? So counseling skill was really important for me, my patient to understand their constitution as they are. Okay. these are very bookish terms, na? Devi, even I have taught you that we are not giving medicine for disorders, we are giving for the
Yes, ma'am. In
person.
third year, yes, ma'am. I
Right.
remember the lecture.
Yes. But how do we treat the person the way he is? So this psychology or counseling psychology will teach you. And I want to blend all the science in my homeopathy so that my homeopathy will be more powerful, right? So that's the idea behind it.
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, again, the same question is, ma'am, is we need some medicine while doing this counseling psychology followed by homeopathy, or just only talk, or just training, or this sessions is enough or important?
No, that is the placing for me because homeopathic treatment is necessary, right? There are
Yes,
few
ma'am.
people still in that struggle after counseling, using counseling psychology, are deteriorating with the homeopathic practice. No, it is not.
Yes, ma'am.
In fact, we are we can accurately select the medicines. For example, if nuts vomica patients come to you,
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
So, do you know? I mean, we all know the red line symptom of nux vomica, right? Okay. But now, no one is going to tell you, na, you know what? I am this kind of person, right? This is a bookish
No, ma'am. No,
terminology.
ma'am.
When we say that medicine speaks with us in the form of patient, but how we should understand that counseling psychology is teaching you, right? While expressing or while just connecting with the bond of that patient, because it's a soul to soul connection, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
definitely, we counseling psychology will help you to select the medicine, but it will not
Okay.
interfere with the homeopathic selection of medicine. Definitely not.
Okay, ma'am. That principle will be the same.
Yeah, absolutely. For example,
Yes, ma'am.
just the thing is, for example, there are few homeopaths, right, who
Yes,
really
ma'am.
don't like to interact with the patient, huh? And guys, we are let's just imagine that we are that patient and that doctor is not aware or not updated how to communicate with the patient, or he's not he's struggling to find it out that entry point, right? How the patient will feel? Okay, so for
Yes, ma'am.
that you need to learn few new skills, na? Devi, you know that. I mean, you are very well aware about the term that Dr. Hahnemann has not written organon for those who are homeopaths. They have written the organon for those who want to take this practice in the next level, right? So
Okay.
he
Yes,
has
ma'am.
mentioned the word physician. He has not mentioned the word student. Why? Because
The secret, ma'am.
he is exactly. So he thinks that those who are practicing in health sector and those who want to add on some good things, right? So they can. This is just a dynamic spiritual power which you need to attune with, right? So definitely we are not a general practitioner as such. So we need to
Yes,
take
yes,
some
ma'am.
extra efforts, and that extra effort maybe for me it's a homeopathy counseling psychology where I'm just interacting with patients without interfering in their constitution. Not
Okay.
I'm not giving them leading questions, but I'm trying to understand their subconscious mind as it is.
Okay. Ma'am, again, a simple question from my side and from empaths like me. Ma'am, if you are looking for some career, some scope in this field, so what should we do and how will we start these things? And it is
Right.
a needful for us, or it is us having a good scope?
Acha, you know what, Devi? It is like we are building our own empires, right? So we are
Yes,
not
ma'am.
employees to anyone, and that is the biggest asset, right? For example,
Okay.
I can do my practice anywhere I can. I want to start, right? I have done my practice on ST stand, railway station, or even you know what, Vruddhashram. So if you don't have any ego, right, you can start your practice the day you start living, right? The
Yes,
second
yes,
is
yes, ma'am. Very true, ma'am.
second thing is scope. Again, it is an individualistic approach. I cannot replace Dr. Devi. You cannot replace Dr. Bhakti. Okay. So
Yes,
we don't have
yes,
any
very true.
competition. right? So
Yes,
if
yes, ma'am.
I innovate my own aura, or if I innovate my own spice in my own recipe, right? So definitely I will be on demand for that specific expertise, right? So
Yes, ma'am.
definitely, as right now I am a trainer also. I'm a wellness trainer, right? And spirituality is something which I really believe. So I blend all the things together in Tathataa, and I serve a wonderful buffet. So that's the
Yes,
thing.
ma'am. That is a good thing about you, ma'am. So that's I'll go through your videos and your lectures. I found that yes, this is something new, and that's we need to know about these things. And yes, must be spread to all the homeopaths, all the budding homeopaths across the India, and yes, everyone get benefited with these things because this is something new, ma'am, and is going to very closely related with our homeopathy because
Right.
we talk, we search an individual in that disease person. So these are the things, these are the techniques to catch that individual, I think, ma'am.
Right. And Devi, the thing is, what is disease? Disease is which is not in ease, right? That is a disease.
Yes,
No?
ma'am.
So
Yes,
as a
ma'am. Yes.
homeopath, we don't have to live a life very complicated manner. Be as simple as you are, right? So simplification will lead you to the remedy. Okay. For
Yes, ma'am.
example,
Very
I am
good.
a person already I am not in ease, and believe me, I'm not going to give you the exact information na, at my own personality, right? Definitely, I'm going to make it very sugar coated words. I'm going to protect myself, right? Because doctors
Yes,
are
ma'am.
not God, and they should not think that they are a God and everyone will be open with them. No, right? So we need to develop some skills. So as I said, Devi, if you have something new to give or to serve our society, then definitely you don't have to worry about how you will get an income source, right?
Yes,
Because
yes,
and
ma'am.
if you have a very narrow mind setup, na, for example, यार ये कैसे करें? बस डर गए तो you cannot be a homeopath, no? Can you
Yes,
imagine how
ma'am.
I'm always inspired by Dr. Hahnemann? Okay, because he was himself an MBBS physician. Okay,
Yes,
and he
yes,
was
he
an
is an
artist.
investor.
So we all are artists, and if you are an artist, then whole world is a canvas. Na whole world is your OPD. So you don't have to restrict yourself in a whole corner. Right? That's the thing. So right now I'm working as a behavioral therapist. Okay,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I'm associated with many NGOs and institutes. Right. And I'm also having my own setup called Tathataa, where we take corporate training. And then counseling is my core subject. Then I do have a patient who has a counseling or who need counseling, and definitely medicine part is for homeopathy. So everything is connected with homeopathy. So you have to take
Yes,
medicine
ma'am.
anyhow.
Yes, yes, yes. The end point is that medicine, that everything is come to end with this medicines. And yes, ma'am, this pathies and miraculous, I know, we know, ma'am, that art is going to lead us anywhere in the life, anywhere where we want to go. But the only
Yes.
thing is we have to learn that art.
Yes. And the thing is, we have to open about learning new things and sharing also, right?
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
insecurity always kill positivity. Always,
Exactly,
right?
ma'am. Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Very true,
And
ma'am.
if you're hesitant to share something with someone, or if you're hesitant with your own fear, then how you will help others, na? So, for example,
Yes,
being natural is the thing. So, in homeopathy, why I love homeopath, I mean hardcore homeopath, because they are beyond, they are like saint, right? They are like a spiritual being where they are living like a human being. Huh? You're coming here for exploration, just explore the way you want and then leave the world, right? We are not here to restore everything and you know what,
yes, ma'am.
passing
It is
out
not
for
possible to.
right. So in homeopathy, Devi, if I am not able to open my case, then it's something where I'm lacking with my education, right? For example,
Yes, ma'am.
education is what? What is the definition? And now Devi will say, ki, ma'am, it's not my viva.
Yes, ma'am. It's not live Bible session, ma'am.
No, I can understand.
Yes, yes,
So
ma'am. But
when
always we always a student, ma'am. As homeopathy teaches us, we homeopaths always a good student, a student only, till our last
yes,
breath.
but Devi, the thing is, what is the definition of logic which we have learned in our homeopathy? Logic is application of knowledge in day-to-day life, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
If you have the reading habits of patient, that is materia medica in front of you, so your life will be more easy, right? And that skill homeopathy, that skill counseling teach.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I think you are
Yes.
traveling to somewhere, and I'm disturbing you, or you're traveling to. So,
Nice.
ma'am, I'll take 5 minutes to your. Ma'am, is there something, some books and some classes, something to learn this psychology, to learn about this psychology? How, as a student, we learn this? Is there
Okay.
any books, specific books, something?
Yes, yes. See, if you are heard about, I mean, there are multiple books, right? Even Dr. Ajit Kulkarni has written a wonderful book, called
Yes, ma'am. I have that book. Yes,
Body
ma'am.
Language, right?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Actually, let's start with the beginning. Maybe we can start with a basic psychology book. Right? Though we have subject as a psychology, but we have to go beyond that subject knowledge, no? Okay,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
maybe you can go for first try to understand what is basic psychology. Okay, 11th, 12th, right? So for that, you have a book in our library that is a Morgan. Okay. Second thing is, when you want to learn, okay, even I myself conduct sessions for students, basically homeopath, to correlate, at least have basic knowledge about homeopathy and counseling psychology, and you can diagnose the case and improve your own skills, right? For example, if you analyze your own personality, find it out what is your strengths and what are your weaknesses. And as a homeopath, if you are lacking in one of the weaknesses, try to enhance that with updating new skills, right? And don't
Yes,
forget
ma'am.
that sometimes you need to learn how to learn the thing, right? Because if you are under influence of materia medica, right? And you know what? Even Dr. Hahnemann said big no to favoritism, right? So we know how to clean our mind before attending the next patient so that we will be unbiased, right? So unbiased is the daily practice, right? So few things which you have to do, like meditation, okay,
Yes, ma'am.
as a homeopath, right? Because we are exchanging energy, and I don't
Yes,
want you
ma'am.
to give your patient energy which you are bridled of, right? So now the second thing is about the book. Maybe you can go for any short courses. Okay. Because I personally feel that updating your knowledge is always good. For example,
Yes, ma'am.
you can go with for a short basic course in psychology, or there
Okay.
are few therapies. You can go for it. Okay. And as a counselor, I'm telling you, when you are in front of patients, you don't tell them that this therapy I'm utilizing. It is in your practice that how you can switch therapies, right? So that's the thing. So it is a skill. Huh?
Okay, ma'am.
That
Yes.
and there are PDF is there. Then Philip Bailey has written a wonderful book on psychology,
Okay.
materia medica, right? So that's
Okay.
how we can work together.
Okay. So, ma'am, thank you so much for this a very unique, a very I think a different thing in about homeopathy. So, ma'am, I don't take your more time because you're traveling to somewhere, and this Sunday, I know, ma'am, everyone planned.
Maybe nothing else. I just want to add one thing. If you are
Yes, ma'am.
actually want to practice a homeopathy, and if you're very clear with why you are practicing, right? Always why is very clear, then how
Yes,
automatically
ma'am.
happens. So it is like an investment. Hmm?
Yes,
For
ma'am. Exactly.
example, right now don't run behind competition कि आपके friend क्या कर रहे हैं, उनको कितना मिल रहा है, right? वो
Ma'am,
कितना
yes,
कमा
ma'am.
रहे
We young homeopaths, even ma'am, more always with these things, ma'am. Especially about social media.
Yes,
See, every,
yeah, that's
yes,
the
ma'am.
thing, right?
Yes.
Or else even you just don't run behind कि सामने वाला कैसे practice कर रहा है, right? For example,
Exactly.
sometimes I want to validate you guys because I know what are the thoughts thoughts are going on. So many times what happens when we compare ourselves with our colleagues, that time
Yes, ma'am.
automatically you are not going to be the way you are.
Yes.
So don't think about it. See, everyone has a unique practicing skill. Okay. So you should identify, you should explore yourself and figure it out what is your way of case taking. For
Yes,
example,
ma'am.
I know few people that they just observe the body language and they give medicine. They are wonderfully
Okay.
doing that. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So don't copy others, right? Don't be that copy paste wala shortcut wala thing. So when I say it is a long term investment, so after 40s, after 30s, we are the only one. So we don't have to be in that insecurity.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
just
It's
want to
about
ask
the share
you,
market. Like,
I want to ask you a question. What is your
yes, ma'am.
insecurity?
Ma'am,
When
basically in this starting age, because I have started my practice since last 1 year, and the only insecurity is the failure first, which I got many time, and even every second, third case, I got failed. Yes, but I fail, I learn, I fail, I learn. And the second thing is how I'm going to grow in future. Yes, I have confidence. I'm so much confident about my path, my gurus like you and everyone. But still, there's a little insecurity inside that it's I have to about to start allopathy or some other things or everything. And there's so many things are coming.
Okay, so let me tell you guys because I want to take this opportunity and I want to tell you that I am a big fan of homeopathy because as a patient I'm taking homeopathy since my childhood, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So right now, even I know that homeopathy has done a miracle because I have experienced it. So it is not the only mouth publicity; it is also my experimental thing, right? Because there is another thing. I always compare that if Bhakti wants to go to some homeopath, how that homeopath should be, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And
The one question.
so I want to be that homeopath where Bhakti want to go. Okay. So then what happens? I keep on adding things. I want a doctor who is not labeling someone. Okay. I want a doctor who is himself is a very cool and calm, right? I want a
Yes,
doctor
ma'am.
who is not hiding a celebrity thing. For example, if I am
Yes,
sad, then I have that courage to cry in front of everyone, right?
yes,
So
yes.
first of all, being honest with our own feeling is something which we need to practice, right? If you want to go long term. Devi, there is one thing actually I got opportunity to learn from Vijaykar sir also. And
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Vijaykar sir told me a wonderful, beautiful thing. Bhakti,
Yes, ma'am.
God has selected you for this practice, right? So,
God, yes, ma'am.
yeah, so homeopath, we have not chosen homeopathy because of all the competition and everything. There is a master plan why we are here, right? And if you want to give justice to that master plan, you know what? पुराने जमाने में जो गुरु रहते थे, हाँ, वो
Yes, ma'am.
ऐसे शॉर्टकट नहीं मारते थे ना कि यार
No,
दो
ma'am.
तीन
No.
लाख
They
का
don't need any
पैकेज है.
shortcut. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, because
They only use principles.
right. What is the difference between जो Saturday night वाले people हम नहीं है, ये आप सोच के रखो, right? For example, if I want to take this station, come what may, in traveling, I have to play my role. Okay, why?
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
this is a master plan, right? So why I'm saying don't compare yourself with others because we have selected for a different purpose.
Yes, ma'am. Very true, ma'am.
Yourself like Avengers.
Ma'am, but there is a issue with home pass, like my young home pass. We are very much insecure because we don't read basic things in our colleges. Ma'am, you know about the colleges, the condition of our colleges right now, and we are very much insecure because we don't find any results, we don't see any results anywhere, and we think like yes, this is not going to work, and I think there's a lack of learning of that art, the guidance.
Exactly.
Yes, ma'am. The
Exactly.
guidance, we're lacking the
Yeah.
guidance, ma'am. I think these are the main issues because I feel that while I was in college time, I was in my internship. And yes, by Hanuman Sir's grace, I am doing with my practice. I am blessing with you all, ma'am. I'm working, and working.
Great. But Devi, one thing is like, just think कि Hanuman जी ने कैसे किया होगा.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. At that time,
Right.
the criticism, ma'am. The
Whenever,
criticism.
exactly. So those people who want to learn this art and learn this science, they will spend. This is a, you know what? Why he said dare to be wise? Why he said that? ऐसे भी हो सकता था ना. Because अगर आपको सीखना है तो आपको ढूंढना होगा. हाँ? असं नाही होणार आपल्या बाबतीत. For example, first of all, your energy level vibration should be higher than any other one. So what you
Yes,
are
ma'am.
doing when we are saying mind, soul, and body, as a homeopath, we need to daily clarify our thoughts, our emotions, right? We need to learn that mind, soul, body balance as a homeopath first. Second thing, if you're telling me that we don't have to be biased, then we have to practice that unbiased, non-judgmental observation, listening skills, right? So this any person can't teach you. So my humble request is learn from nature.
Okay, ma'am.
So what is that? Sit with nature, okay, and try to observe the natural pattern the way it is. For example, don't manipulate your emotion, don't manipulate yourself, or don't manipulate what you are observing, right? So that no one can teach you, Devi, no one can teach you. So that Dr. Hahnemann also learned from his own experience, failures, and knowledge, right? So by
Yes,
God's
ma'am.
grace,
Exactly.
yes, so by modern amenities, right? We all are well equipped with mobiles and Google and PDF books, right? Now I just want you to read few paragraphs and just try to figure it out. Is it exist in real life or not? Hmm? So for me, what homeopathy given me my own life purpose. And homeopathy actually taught me some ethical values in my personal life, that is forgive and forget and try to be neutral, right? And psychology says the same thing, na? You want to read that person, you don't have to narrate that person, right? There is a difference
Yes,
between
ma'am.
reading and narrating,
Exactly, ma'am.
right? This is a natural way of practice, and nature only tell you or nature only teach you. For example, Kent, if you have gone through Kent's Materia Medica, okay, so the simple technique Kent has given us, the wonderful mind chapter, every Materia Medica topic has, right? Just read out that. Read one remedy once, and you will get to know that, figure it out. दिन भर में कितने लोग आपको मिलते हैं जो एज इट इज केंट का वो पैरा आपके सामने एज अ पिक्चर लाते हैं विदाउट
Yes,
जजिंग.
ma'am. Ma'am, it's like learning the live mathematics.
Exactly. So you don't
Yes,
need teachers.
we hear many times that live mathematics, and this is the live
Yeah,
mathematics.
exactly. For example, so that for me, counseling psychology helps me to read the books, live books. That's it. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
But as I told you that my backbone is homeopathy, then definitely मुझे six pack लाने हैं या मुझे जिम जाना है. So that is something counseling psychology is teaching me. Huh? Second part is which Vijayakar sir taught me. He said that instead of reading Materia Medica, read repertory. Right. For example, so you will remember the whole medicines with respect to that's characteristic, right? So, being a homeopath, we are all in a spiritual journey, right? So, I want
Yes,
you
ma'am.
to continue this journey lifetime. I mean, 24/7, you are a homeopath. Don't forget that. So, you don't have right to react in a such a way like a, I don't want to use this word, but a layman.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, for example,
Yes,
the way soldiers teach, right? Soldiers are different in their body language, in their attitude, right?
yes,
People
ma'am.
can just say, yeah, this is an army person. So that
Yes,
attitude
yes.
you need to first gain that you are a homeopath, right? If you have that some kind of hesitation in your mind, oh my God, I'm a homeopath. Yeah,
This is something
MBBS.
which we are lacking, ma'am. Actually,
Exactly. So
we
carry
self
your
criticize
homeopathic
ourselves. Yeah, we are on path. We are on path. Yes, ma'am.
that. So first thing is carry yourself the way you are. Huh? Yes, I mean you are
Yes, ma'am.
carrying the homeopathy, so you have to show that grace, no? Okay, if your own self is a doubtful for homeopathy, then you will pass on the same feeling and energy, right? So first of all, think that now you're homeopath now, so take homeopathy on another level. So no one will feel regret about to become a homeopath, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
that's the
I'm
thing.
very
And
true.
Tathataa is, I'm always open for you people. Anytime you can come to Tathataa, practice actually your discuss about patients and learning should never stop, right? So never hesitate to share your knowledge with anyone because Devi, homeopathy is one science where they allowed to grow us spiritually,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. The only
right?
science, ma'am.
Yes. So we need to grow spiritually, na? If we don't have any boundaries, like my goodness, why I should speak with you? If what I will share my knowledge with you, then you will, you know what, go beyond me or something like that. Don't feel insecure. If God has chosen us for the noble purpose, so there must be some reason, right? And but make sure you are not going to be a orthodox rigid homeopath, right?
Exactly, ma'am.
Right? Orthodox
That
rigid
should be
homeopath
very
is
nice.
like, yeah. For example, I don't want you to, because rigidity kills. Rigidity always kills. So if you are rigid about your own profession, so you are automatically building a wall around you. And one
Exactly,
fine
ma'am.
day you will feel like that a prison. So we are not a person who will fund ourselves or who will be in a one place. Just fly. Sky is the limit, no? Maybe you will get opportunity to work in some another place, right? Go
Yes,
there,
yes, ma'am.
explore people, right? Because nature always teaches, but we need to develop that skill to learn from the nature. Na? And what is that? The term is called dynamization, which we can't
Dynamite,
see,
yes, ma'am.
but
Yes,
we
ma'am.
can feel, right?
Yes, but we can feel.
Yes. So that we need to learn. Okay.
Yes,
And another level, explore your expertise.
yes,
Right.
ma'am.
For
Very
example,
true.
I'm going to work. My mission is homeopathy and psychology. I want to do some noticeable contribution in mental health. That is somewhere I'm focused, right? So I want
Yes,
you
ma'am.
people to come up with your own ideas where you want to do or where you want to make change in history, right? And the things
And
I feel that you students are missing that, like, यार proudful चीज है ना, इतना proud से carry करना है खुद को, है ना?
yes,
और
yes, ma'am.
कभी
Yes, ma'am.
see, avoid three things, right? First of all, never take participation in negative conversation. For example, where we are criticizing any doctor,
Yes,
that doctor may be allopathic, homeopathic, or anyone, Ayurvedic. We are not here to criticize anyone because we don't have that much time. Second
yes,
thing,
ma'am.
people avoid over smartness, right? Sometimes it happens now.
Yes, ma'am.
Act
Very
so
important.
smartly, है ना? And third thing is be surrendered to homeopathic, right? Or be surrendered to your own interest, right? Because once हमारे फोटो पे जब हार चढ़ेगा, तब no one is going to remember us for our gossiping,
Yes, no, yes, ma'am. Very true, ma'am. Our
right?
work is
Exactly.
going to be
So
remembered.
yes. So why homeopathic path is different from others? Because they are too much ethical about their practice and law of nature. I mean, law of nature is a wonderful thing which we should never forget, right? What is that? First, every patient is different. So
Yes,
don't
ma'am.
let your practice be Nakswamika dominated, right? So
Yes,
second
ma'am.
thing, there are chances that your prediction will go wrong. So please be open for learning. And we are not a perfect set, so it's okay not to be okay. Huh? Or third thing, where there is no satisfaction, money can't help.
Exactly, ma'am.
Yes. So please, whenever you want my guidance, please. And next time when I will be talking with you, I will be not traveling to anywhere.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We'll take another session on some good topic and some psychology topic as well. And someday when you're free, totally free, ma'am, and we'll take. And yes, ma'am. So thank you so much, ma'am, for being us with this session. And yes, we enjoyed a lot about these things, and we learned so many things from your side. And yes, we are going to learn a number of things from your side, ma'am, as I know about the passion, your empathy, since I was in college, also school. So
Definitely.
school is not, ma'am, because we are learning from schools, no, ma'am. So school is, I think,
I know, you know
part
what,
of
there is
school.
like, I mean, homeopathy is something like I can talk a lot about it, right? But believe me, guys, update yourself. At least decide one book 1 month, one homeopathic book 1 month, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Not with respect to academics, but for the other. For example, Dr. Bhanja is a very good author, huh? And try to collect rare books. हाँ जितना हम पढ़ेंगे ना उतना यार we fall in love with homeopathy and then we say that कि वो यार इसके सिवा नहीं जाना है हाँ okay so take care, thank you so much, all the best guys, and let me know if you need my help. Yeah.
येस मॅम, थँक्यू सो मच मॅम. आणि आपण परत एकदा सेशन घेऊया नंतर. आणि आपण आल्याबद्दल मॅम खूप खूप धन्यवाद आणि खूप थँक्यू मॅडम. येस मॅम. सो थँक्यू सो मच मॅम वन्स अगेन.
Bye, take care.
येस मॅम. नमस्ते मॅम.